Hi guys, I'm Marco and today we're going to make one of my favorite desserts in the entire world, ice cream. And not just any ice cream, we're going to make hazelnut flavor, also one of my favorites. Okay, so we're going to start with hazelnuts, obviously, and we're going to make a hazelnut butter with this. You need to find hazelnuts that are peeled, or you can also peel them yourself, but it's a lot of work, so I would suggest try to find them without the skin. To make the hazelnut butter, we're going to use a food processor. Ooh, one escape. You can also use a high-speed blender to make the nut butter, but I will not suggest using a weak device or a device with little power because, trust me, I burned one already. Also, I forgot to say, the hazelnuts should be toasted. In my case, I already bought them and they come toasted and delicious. It's going to happen, you just need to have a little patience. Push the mixture inside when you see it's on the sides and it looks like the blade is running empty to help it a bit. I think it's done. So the nut butter, it's ready now. This is exactly what we need, this type of texture. So now we're going to continue with the recipe. In this step we need 6 yolks and 2/3 cup of sugar. We're going to whisk until the mixture becomes pale. This takes more or less 2 to 3 minutes. Now we're going to set aside this for later. In a saucepan, we're going to add 3 cups of whole milk, ½ cup of cream, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and the nut butter that we just did. We're going to cook this until it starts simmering. I've been wanting to make this recipe ever since we go to Barcelona and there's this awesome ice cream place there and they make an amazing hazelnut flavor, hazelnut pistachio. The name is de la Creme, and if you go there I recommend you visit that shop because it's amazing. And this recipe is an adaptation from Laura in the Kitchen recipe for hazelnut ice cream. I adapted it to my taste and to be similar to what I tasted in Barcelona. And the difference is I'm leaving the hazelnuts inside the mixture. And it's delicious. You need to try it because it's amazing. So when you see it's making bubbles like this around the edges, it's ready. We are going to pour some of this liquid on top of the yolks to temper them. We have to do it slowly while whisking. This is so that they don't curdle because of the difference of temperature. Now we are going to pour back all the mixture with the eggs and the sugar into the main mixture in the saucepan. Now we're going to cook everything on low fire for around 10 minutes. You need to keep whisking or moving all the time with a wooden spoon, or else everything is gonna get stuck. After 10 minutes, we check by running our finger through the back of the spoon, and if it stays separated like this, it means the mixture is ready. And now what we're going to do is pass it through a sifter. Now move all the mixture against the sifter so that it passes through, and all the solids, any unwanted pieces, will stay in the sifter. Usually what I have left is a tablespoon or even less. I forgot one very important ingredient. You this omit it, it's optional, but this is something that reminds me of the Barcelona ice cream shop a lot. Their ice creams has this touch of salt that makes it delicious. So I'm gonna add it now because it doesn't matter at this point, I can add it still. So I add like 2 to 3 pinch of salt. So now we need to put this in the fridge, but first we leave it to cool at room temperature, and when it's cool enough we put it in the fridge, and it needs to go overnight. Think ahead one day before the day you wanna actually eat the ice cream, because you need to make the ice cream one day before and also put in the freezer your ice cream machine insert one day before usually. I'm going to test the salt level because I want it to be noticeable. Amazing, delicious. Just trust me. Add the salt. Now we are going to cover with a cling film, but we're going to make sure that it's touching the surface of the cream. Because if you don't, it's going to form this thick skin, and we don't want that. Today is the next day, and now it's time to churn the ice cream. This is the ice cream machine that I'm using, and I love it. So far it's working great. I can recommend it very easily, and I'm gonna leave the link below. Depending on your ice cream machine, you need to read the instructions. It's going to say how early you need to put the insert in the freezer. In my case, it's 12 hours, so I have it since yesterday. Now we're going to put the insert. And my custard, the ice cream, has been in the fridge overnight. So now we're gonna pour it. And now we're gonna put the cover and start churning. Also, depending on your ice cream machine, it's how long it's going to take for the ice cream to be ready. In my case, it's 30 minutes. That's the point that I like it. So the ice cream been churning for 30 minutes, and I can see already for the texture that it's done. I'm very excited to try it. Oh wow, look at this. Amazing. The texture, look how creamy it is. It's perfect. The touch of salt, it's amazing on it. It has the perfect texture. The flavor is amazing. You have to try this. If you want it a bit firmer, you can put in the freezer for another hour or two. For me, I love it at this texture. Let me know in the comments below what other recipes you want me to make. See you next time.